Hi students, welcome to the form filling guidelines video by Team IMS. My name is Debrup Poddar, National Chief Mentor at IMS, and I'll be walking you through the step-by-step process in terms of filling the form for the PGDBA program. Now the PGDBA program, as you all know, is the postgraduate diploma program in business analytics. It is a unique program which is jointly offered by three premier institutions: ISI Kolkata, IIT Kharagpur, and IIM Calcutta. The deadline for the application for this particular program is soon approaching. It is February 23rd, Monday. And before the deadline approaches, Team IMS is privileged to share with you the step-by-step process in terms of acing your application form while you're applying to this prestigious program. So let's understand a little bit more about this program before we move ahead. This program is definitely recommended for those who wish to build careers in a tech plus MBA kind of a sense. The program's requirement is that people should come with a certain amount of background in mathematics and statistics. Basically, your math should be good. This is a very prestigious program because, as you can imagine, it gives you the triple alumni status of these three premier institutions. The eligibility criteria for this program is people who are graduates or postgraduates in either a 10 plus 2 plus 4 kind of system or a 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 kind of a system with at least 60% marks in their undergraduate qualifications. The other eligibility criteria, or rather a preferred criteria, is, as I mentioned, there should be a good background of mathematics and statistics for the students who are applying for this program. It's a computer-based test that is initially conducted in the first round of application. And this computer-based test also tests mathematics at a higher difficulty level, apart from general aptitude, which is tested in most management entrance examinations. Let's look at the selection criteria very quickly before we move to the application form. There's a 45% weightage which is given to the written test alone. There's a 40% weightage which is given to the personal interview that you perform. And there's an 8% weightage to 12 standard marks, no weightage for 10 standard marks, and a 7% weightage for your relevant work experience. So this is how the selection criteria of the program is developed. Let's look very quickly at the syllabus, which is usually there for the PGDBA test. Now, this, as I mentioned, general aspects of aptitude which are tested in management entrance examinations are prevalent here as well, which is verbal ability, 15 questions, logical reasoning, 5 questions, and data interpretation and data visualization, 5 questions. But the bulk of the paper is concentrated towards quantitative aptitude. There's a list of topics which you can glance over here. This section alone comprises of 25 questions. Now, let's understand some of the important deadlines and dates in terms of applying for this particular program. As I mentioned, the application deadline is soon approaching, which is February 23rd. So until then, you need to finish your application process, and this is why you should watch this video so that you can understand everything about filling the application form in the right manner. After that, you have 13th March when the admit card will be out for the students who've applied on time. The test will be conducted on Sunday, 29th March of this year. The test results will be out on the 10th of April, and the shortlist for the personal interview round will be, or rather the personal interview round for the shortlisted candidates will be on the 2nd and 3rd of May of this year. The final results will be released on the 13th of May, and the program commences on 6th of July. So for all those who are working towards MBA admissions in this season, the PGDBA program presents a very good and unique opportunity towards the fag end of your preparation season to apply for this program, take the PGDBA test and make it through to one of the very prestigious and reputed and unique, I would say, MBA programs in the country. Now, the interviews will be held in 4 cities, as has been stated by the PGDBA website, in across Bangalore, Kolkata, Mumbai, and New Delhi. These are the details of the application fees. So for general candidates, the application fees is around 2,500 rupees. For SC candidates, 1250. For ST candidates, 1250. And for PWBD candidates, 1250. So these were the basic details and the gist of the program in itself. Now let's deep dive into the step-by-step process for filling the application form. So very simple. The first step is to use IMS's B School Zone. The link of the same is on your screens. So you go to IMS B School Zone and go to the cutoffs to the application deadline section of IMS B School Zone. Over there, you will see as one of the open applications, the PGDBA, whose deadline is mentioned over here, as well as the test date is mentioned here. So you can click on this button, apply now, and you will be routed to the next page, which is the application form link. So you go to the application form link and there you will find an option. This is a screenshot taken directly from the website where you have to click on this link for going further in the process. Some details about the user registration have been mentioned over here, which you can glance. So of course, if you're logging in for the first time, you'll have to register yourself as a new user. And after successful registration, you will get a confirmation of your registration. You will receive your login details. You'll have to go to the candidate portal and log in with those details and continue filling the application form. So the link of the same is available in front of you on the screen. Now, once you've started the registration process, this is the screen that you will see in front of you. You'll have to click on this blue button, which is the applicant registration or login. So the link of this page also is mentioned in front of your screens right now. Once you click on the process to start your registration, you will see this page where you will have the details of the test mentioned again, and you will have to click on new registration because you are be registering for the first time. Post that, the step number 5 will be to start registration by filling in your personal details. So your basic personal details like your name, email address, your date of birth and your mobile number will be asked. On each of your email address as well as your mobile number, there will be an option of get OTP. So you'll have to click on that and receive the OTP and enter it right next to that option. There'll be 60 seconds for you to fill that OTP, but the option of resending the OTP is also available. There's a CAPTCHA that you will have to fill to finish your registration. So once you do this, you will receive confirmation on your registered email address that you finished the registration, and you will receive a confirmation that you finished. You will see a box in front of your screens where the confirmation of the registration will be shown, and you will also be able to see your username and your password. The same details would also have received on your email address. So using this username and this password, you will have to go to the candidate portal, which will be the next screen which will be opening in front of you, where you will begin your application form filling. After logging into your candidate portal using your login details, the first step would be to complete filling your personal details. So already you would have filled in some basic information like your name, your email address, your phone number. The remaining personal information, for example, your parents' information, your alternate mobile number, and information related to your photo ID proof. So I have chosen Aadhaar as the option over here. There is a drop down of multiple documents that you can use as the photo ID proof. Whichever photo ID proof you choose, all you have to ensure is that you fill in accurately the corresponding number associated to that. So for example, in my case, I had to choose the Aadhaar number. Now, once you've complete this process, of course, you'll have to fill in information related to your category as well as whether or not you belong to the PWD category or not. Then you proceed to the next step, which is to fill in your address details. Now, in your address details, there will be first the ask of filling your permanent address. Now, please make sure that you fill in the entire permanent address, most likely in conjunction, in alignment with what address is mentioned in your photo ID proof as well. For example, I mentioned my address exactly the way it is mentioned in my Aadhaar card. So once you fill in the entire information, including your district, your city, as well as your PIN code, after that, only after that, go to the box on the other side and click same as permanent. So the exact same information will be auto-populated on the other side as well. So after you complete your address, complete filling in your address, the next step is to fill your preferences. Now your preferences for A, the city in which you will appear for the test or you prefer to appear for the test. And the second is your preference city for the interview process. So this will be the screenshot that will be visible to you on your candidate portal. So there will be three choices which will be asked as your preferences for the test, and two choices will be asked among the four city options available for the interview. And then you can proceed to the next step after filling in your city preferences. So you have to click on save, and then there will be the second section of the application form which will open up, for which you will have to click on proceed to step 2. After that, the next step is to start filling in your educational qualification details. So the PGDBA program candidate portal is asking you to fill in information right from your 10th standard, just for the sake of your entire academic journey to be captured. As I mentioned, the 10th standard marks do not have a direct impact or a direct weightage as per the selection criteria released by the program. In any case, you can fill in your accurate details starting from your 10th standard, then your 12th standard, after that your undergraduate degree, and in case you have a postgraduate degree as well, you can mention those details. Any other qualifications or diploma degrees that you would like to mention, the option for that is given by default as well. If you would like to add any more certifications or any other educational qualifications to your name, there is an option of adding qualification as well. So once you fill in all your accurate information, which is the name of the course that you have filled, the name of the school or the college or the institution that comes under the respective row, the name of the board, as well as the passing year. There's an option of filling in your result or your grade or your marks in multiple formats. There is an option by default, there's an option of marks. If you choose marks, then you'll have to fill in the total marks that you obtained and also fill in out of how much the total marks were calculated. So by default, the auto calculation will be done for the right percentage of marks that you received. The other option that I have used in my undergraduate level is to go for a grade point. So in the grade, I directly put 8.95, which is the direct indication of the CGPA or the grade that you received in your undergrad. So like that, you will be able to finish in your academic qualification details, after which you will have to proceed to fill in your work experience details. Now in work experience, it's pretty straightforward. They are asking you whether you have work experience or not, which means that definitely, although there is a certain weightage towards work experience that we discussed before, even as a fresher, you are allowed to apply for this program. Basic information around your work experience will be required at this stage: the name of your company, the start and end date of your of the time that you were there. They've also mentioned in the instruction that if you are currently employed, then whatever is the present date, whatever is the current date, that can be mentioned as the end date of your work experience. So auto calculation will be done, and in terms of years and months, the amount of work experience will be calculated. In my case, I have filled my information like it was at the time when I was an MBA aspirant. So I filled in such an information. There's obviously an option of adding a row in this table and filling in multiple companies' work experience if you have that in your profile. Okay, so the next step will be to upload your documents, and the first part of that is to upload your photograph, then your signature, and then your relevant documents for proof. So starting with the photograph, they have mentioned very clearly the instructions for the photograph that you will have to upload over here. So the photograph must be a passport size colored photograph. The background must be white. The face must be clearly visible. The dimensions of the same are also mentioned: 3.5 by 4.5 centimeter. You can use some online tools to resize and recalibrate the image either in terms of centimeters or in terms of pixels. I was able to do that in the form of pixels, and the photo that you see over here is the one that was approved by the candidate portal. There are other instructions also mentioned about the photograph. The photograph should be having a size between 20 kb to 50 kb. So in my attempt of uploading the photograph, my initial attempt had a file size of less than 20 kb. So actually I had to enhance my photograph by making some other adjustments, and then it was only able to accept file sizes between 20 kb to 50 kb. So you can keep that in mind at the time of uploading your photograph. All right, so the next step would be to upload your signature. So this is the screen that you will see in front of you on the candidate portal, where basically the dimensions of the signature document have been specified. It should be 6 centimeter wide and 3 centimeter in height, and under that box you should have a signature that you should upload. Now, the size of the signature image should also be between 20 kb to 50 kb. So you'll have to make sure that the file size is in this range. They've also mentioned specifications of the DPI in case the file image is not getting enhanced or the file image is not coming to the right dimensions. So when you upload your signature, you will see that over here live as the photo is accepted or rejected, and then you can proceed to the next step. The next step is the uploading of the required documents. So there are a couple of documents that will be asked for you to upload over here, starting with the photo ID proof. So in my case, it was the Aadhaar card. So I had to scan and upload a copy of my Aadhaar card. Similarly, you will have to upload your documents related to your 10th standard, 12th standard, undergraduate degree, as well as your work experience certificate. So these are very standard documents that all of you as MBA aspirants would anyway be having to gather as part of the preparation season or the admission season. So these standard documents, once you upload, they will be accepted by the system. Well, one validation message came to me at the time when I was uploading my work experience document. So the validation message was that the file size should be between 200 kb to 2 MB only. So my work experience documents, the merged documents happen to be more than 2 MB. So I had to compress my merged document size and then re-upload. Only then did the system accept my document upload. So once you finish uploading these required documents, you've almost completed the most of the application form process. The step remaining for you is to proceed for your payment. So over here, like I mentioned, the application fees was already discussed for general category students and reserved category students. But when you're proceeding for payment, this will be the final screen which will be appearing in front of you as a confirmation of the fact that all the other steps have been completed. The fees as per the category that you have chosen will be visible in front of you. Your candidate ID, your name, all of that will be visible to you, and the program name will also be visible to you. So you can take a quick scan of this and verify and review all the information is correct or not. Some declaration is also mentioned over here. So take a quick look at the declaration as well, that all of the information that you're stating is true to the best of your knowledge and information. And then you click on this button and then you proceed for the online payment. Next page, which will be the page of the gateway. So the payment gateway will confirm the basic details of you as well as your address details, and then it will also showcase an initial amount of the application fee. There are different modes of payments which are available for you to pay with. Credit card, debit card, net banking, or UPI payment. You'll have to check box on this terms and conditions line. In either of the options of payment, there will be a transaction charge of 70 rupees, which will be added to your application form fee. You can proceed to payment now, and the next step will be to complete the payment. So in this step, of course, before completing the payment, after completing the payment rather, you will see a confirmation of your payment with respect to your email confirmation. So on your email, you will receive a confirmation that, okay, you have made the total application fee payment successfully. In front of you on the candidate portal, you will also see the same confirmation, which you will have an option of printing. So you will see this confirmation page which will be loading up, and you will have to click on print to save your payment receipt. After you do that, you will finally come to the last step where you will see a review of all the details of your application form. It is advisable for you to click on this button of print and save your entire application form as a PDF for your ready reference. Uh, Remember that this is just the form filling process. There will be the admit card which will be rolled out in coming weeks, and then the test will take place on the 29th of March 2026. So this completes the form filling process for the PGDBA program in step-by-step process. At the end of the process, if you click on this button of due steps, you will notice that all the different steps starting from registration up until printing the application form is complete as per this screenshot, which means that I have successfully completed the form filling process for PGDBA. So the next question that arises is, what's next to do after you fill this application form? Well, it's important that whenever we are filling any kind of a B school application or a test application for a particular B school program, we are well aware of the ecosystem that is present in that particular B school program for us to know more details about it. And who better to share that than the people who are inside that particular B school, who can share detailed insights about what the campus life is, what the infrastructure is, what is the placement scene in the campus, what are the academics like, etc., etc. So here at IMS, we have a dedicated property, a dedicated series freely available for all of you to watch on our YouTube channel, which is called the B School Insider series. Now, the B School Insider series covers the intricate details of different B school programs from an insider's perspective, and gives you the kind of information you will not easily find publicly available. So we have two dedicated videos that you can find on our YouTube channel, which is around the PGDBA program as part of the B School Insider series. So you will understand everything that you need to know about what makes this PGDBA program so unique and what special elements it has to offer to its participants. So we have two videos on our YouTube channel that you can freely consume, you can understand in depth. These are just 9-10 minute videos that will give you a gist of everything that you need to know from an insider's perspective about the PGDBA program. And from a test preparation point of view, what's next for you is that you can definitely check out IMS's unique PGDBA booster program that we have to offer for all of you. So this booster program, you can check it out on our IMS India website. You will find this program gives you the basic foundational playlists which you can watch and understand the difficult mathematics that you need to prepare for as part of the PGDBA test. You also have access under this program, access to 5 recorded masterclasses specific to the PGDBA, and also access to 5 specific PGDBA mock tests. So that will give you ample conceptual learning as well as practice for the type of questions that are tested in the PGDBA test. So that will complete your entire preparation as part of your next steps in terms of A, knowing about the program, and B, knowing about the test and practicing for it in detail. You can enroll for the PGDBA booster program for a price of 1650 excluding GST. If you are already an IMS enrolled student under our classroom or live online programs, you already will have access to these mocks that I spoke to you about before. But if you are not an IMS student and you're looking to target this particular PGDBA test, this booster program will be a short dose of the right material which you will require to ace the test. So that's it from my side. We have covered in detail, in a step-by-step manner, the form filling process for the PGDBA. Remember, the deadline for the application deadline is 23rd February 2026. So be sure to fill in your application forms well ahead of time. This has been a pleasure to speak to all of you. and stay tuned with more amazing insights on different B school programs, their form filling, and all you need to know about different MBA programs in India from Team IMS. Take care. Bye-bye.